Hi, hello. It's me, BuhLooZeR, and I have a Shadow Loaf with me. Yeah, my audio should be less fucked now. Yeah, great, fantastic. I'm fucking brilliant at this shit. I know.
Well, that's why you have me around, you know, to compensate, as it were. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, it's only natural, you know. It's pretty much the other way around on my stream, so you know.
Uh-huh.
We're like yin and yang, you see. Two halves of the same coin. Extremely autistic and ever so slightly retarded coin, but still.
Slightly.
Well.
Right. Let me just remove the dark filter. There we go. That's...
Oh. Well, I'm all of a sudden right and not...
Yeah, not...
You
have no longer been artificially darkened.
That I could do, but I'm not going to.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how is chat? I see we have a Wilbertson and a Green Badger. How are you all doing?
Well, I am doing fabulously. Yes.
You're always doing fabulously.
Well.
Isn't that like your thing?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Right.
Very easy going.
Why am I starting so late? Because I can.
Yes.
Deal with it. And also Badger City can't complain, which is good. Fire!
Fire!
Damn it, I thought I left Wales.
I know, right?
That's the only redeeming thing about that country.
Yeah, it really is. It has hands down the flag.
I like the Somerset flag. It's not the country flag, but...
Alright. Right.
Thrusters online.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
So I am flying a dragon in a Doom game.
Yes.
Why is it so fucking linear? Excuse me?
Yes.
Why give me a vehicle section if it's... it better not feel like this the whole time, because otherwise that's actually really annoying.
Right. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Right, hold it and to descend. It reminds me of like the Halo 4 mission. Near the end of the game, you break into the Didact ship and you have you know, you fly around the whole ship and things. It's extremely like on rails.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like fucking mission, and it was like, why? Because
Yeah.
I think we played Reach together. Did we ever?
I think we did play Reach, but we never finished it. I don't
Okay. Well, did we get to the space mission in Reach?
We did, and I found that really fucking neat. I love that.
Yeah, like that's... you know, actually being able to move around the map and not be just following the same path.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was yeah, hold to lock into tires. I am not in any position to read. My brain hurts.
Fair enough. Well, partially because our characters are very upset.
Well, that doesn't matter. You guys don't need to read. You know,
Right,
you guys don't
exactly.
need to read it, and I can't read it, so.
I don't mind the kind of on-rails shooter kind of aspects, like, for instance, the Star Fox games are basically all on-rails shooters, essentially. Yeah, and I don't know if this game reminds me of, like, well, this particular section reminds me of a non-rail shooter game, Panzer Dragoon, which is basically a very, very similar idea, flying on the dragon, shooting and killing stuff. Not quite demons though, it's more like a fantasy sort of. Very, very cool game, but yeah.
Right, okay. Activate assault mode, then we'll dodge down, left or right. Okay. If you do it too soon, it just drags you back. And what? Okay, if I go up, it's opposite probably. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I have to time things right, it'll probably help. Like, can I fight other dragons now?
Yeah. And you need to do it again.
Using your auto cannons while boosting will increase fire rate. Chase down hell ships while boosting it. Okay. Okay, one thing I don't like about that, and I don't know how well it comes through on a, like, sort of replay of me actually play, like, you know. I don't know how well it comes across watching it rather than actually playing it, but with that kill the ship, it felt like there was no sort of damage indicator at all.
Right, yeah.
Like, it sort of felt like you just, like, it felt like I was not actually doing any damage to the enemy because
right.
it.
Right, yeah, almost like there's no sort of impact.
Yeah, like the actual shots you're firing.
Right, yeah.
And there's like no visible like damage to the actual opponent, at least not that you can see from the sort of speed that you're going at. It just feels a bit. I don't know. I've been spoiled by games like Halo, where
right.
you have all sorts of visual and audio cues on you actually damaging an enemy.
Novik, the flare is en route.
Or a vehicle. Yeah. You can tell when a vehicle's about to get fucking exposed.
Assault mode engaged.
Those ships are powering the force field around the main cathedral.
I think 2016 out of all the modern Doom games have the best
to the artifact are inside
feel
the
for
city.
you know, you actually feel like you're doing damage to an enemy.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! And going back to like the previous Doom game, like Doom 3, like as much as I do really like Doom 3, but there is like no indication that you're doing any damage to anything whatsoever in that game. It's like, yeah, whatever's coming towards you is still gonna come towards you. It's rather.
Okay, so this isn't as linear. Sorry to cut you off. This isn't as linear as I thought it was going to be, but I don't know. This still just feels not as good as it could be.
Yeah. So it's like unnecessarily restricting what you can do.
But you have to be
Mark
in
the
assault
engines on the
mode
hellship.
to like take out a turret, and like you press buttons to dodge it in like a very sort of what's the word, like. But you have to be in that assault mode, and you can only dodge left, right, up, and down. There's like you can't like sort of choose your own movement or whatever. It just feels weird.
Right. Yeah. No.
I've forgotten how to play this game. I've forgotten what weapons I have. I've forgotten all the buttons. I haven't touched this game at all since last time I streamed it. And at least with like 2016 and Eternal, I played through it like a few times before I streamed them. So I was familiar enough with some of the mechanics, even if I had to, you know, be reminded of some things.
Right.
A lot of things. With Eternal specifically, like 2016, other than getting lost, I don't think there was like too much like enemies wise that particularly threw me off. But there was definitely some hard moments in Eternal from me.
Oh yeah. Like Doom 2016, it seems like if you've ever played an FPS before in your life, that's the sort of experience that you get, but like very so it like everything sort of comes naturally to you as you play it. Yeah, whereas like Eternal and this game seems as though like it's kind of that, but then it adds in a bunch of other shit that yeah, it's like it's not quite as intuitive.
I don't know. My biggest problem with Eternal was actually what they take away. Specifically like a lot of the glory kill sort of stuff. Like you can still do glory kills, but it's more difficult, and it sort of makes it, as I was saying earlier, it makes it feel sort of unresponsive. I don't feel like I'm doing any damage to the enemies until they're basically dead. At least with some of them. Like, some of them still have very good, like, sort of visual indicators. I forget all the fucking demon names, but, like, some of them do, others... You punch, and you punch, and you punch, and you shoot, and you shoot, and it looks like fucking nothing.
Right.
It's not like the cannon fodder enemies that are, like... You kill them in one shot anyway. It's like the lit spongy enemies, which you would want to have the most. I am doing damage to this thing. Also, I need to address chat. Sorry, I have forgotten how to stream. I am so sorry.
What?
Badge just says his favorite Halo game in the series is Reach. I have mixed feelings on Reach. There's a lot of amazing aspects about that game, but there's like just one or two. There's just like the story isn't particularly great in my mind for like a few reasons, and then just some of the like gameplay decisions just are very questionable. And it was also the first one to sort of like muck about with the art style as well. It still felt like a Halo. Like, it still felt more like Halo than any of fucking 343's games. Like art style wise, but it played around with it. It changed a number of things. specifically like I mainly just like the color palette and Spartan armor and weapons, and I mean it's not much, mind you. Like you can put Halo Reach stuff next to Halo 3 stuff, and they don't look completely fucking contrast each other, but it's enough of a change where I think they probably could have done one or two things to make it more in line with 3, but that's just me. Will says remember Reach or some shit.
Right.
I remember Reach. Do you remember Reach?
I remember. Reverend Farm remembers.
Alright, give me your stupid green attack I can parry.
I probably have answered this before, or you've already answered this probably hundreds of times before, but like, what would actually be your favorite Halo?
It jumps around the original trilogy, like it sort of jumps around
Right, yeah.
quite a bit. I think my favorite to play is probably 3.
Oh yeah.
It has the most it has by far the best sandbox out of the original 3 in terms of vehicles and weapon variety and how you can sort of approach sort of things. But its story is by far the weakest because it has like quite a few problems. The main one for me being the fact that Guilty Spark just out of nowhere gets a fucking laser. That's one of the biggest fucking arse pulls in that entire like in the entire original trilogy.
Right.
And it feels like something they could have explained away as well, but they just don't. It's just, oh, he has a laser now.
Yeah.
And he killed like one of the everyone's favorite character, which is not a problem. I actually like Johnson's death in 3. Like some people fucking whine about it, and to the point that they have a go at Marty for suggesting it. Like Marty O'Donnell, the composer of the soundtrack. You have like he wasn't a writer, but he talked with like the writing team, and you know he had an input on the original trilogy. And yeah, people have there's like Twitter like to rag on him a lot because it's Twitter.
Well, naturally, yeah.
He has opinions they don't like, so therefore his contributions to this I am sorry for my fucking shitty gameplay. His contributions to the Halo thing they're actually meaningless and or bad. But either way, yeah. No, I like Johnson's death, but I don't like the fact that it only happens because of this fucking ass pull where Guilty Spark has a laser that he didn't have in 1.
Right.
When there was numerous times in Halo 1 and 2 where if he had a laser, he would have fucking used it. Especially one that was like powerful enough to sort of immobilize Chief even for like a few seconds.
Right. Yeah. That would have been extraordinarily useful in like Halo 1 specifically.
Mainly 1, but also 2, because he gets captured by the Covenant. In 2. I am fucking doing awful. I like the story in Reach. No, Master Chief is it? Yeah. There's aspects of Reach like I like the concept of Reach. I like some of the characters in Reach. It's not a bad story by any means. There's just like a couple of things that sort of make it awkward with the Fall of Reach book.
Oh yeah.
Though in fairness, the original print for the Fall of Reach also has like, just various contradictions with the original trilogy.
Right.
It didn't fit perfectly. That's why it's been revised so many times.
Right.
But still, there were things that were sort of just unnecessarily changed to sort of cheapen, either cheapen some of the stuff in Full of Reach, or just feel really dumb. Like, oh, Halsey sent fragments of Cortana to Chief when he was training on the Pillar of Autumn before Halo 1, and the one that Noble 6 is carrying for like the latter of like part of the game, it's just a fragment like with all her like scientific stuff on it. It's like I don't know, it just feels like one of those things where you can't really have fucking both.
Right. Yeah.
Because either you're retconning Reach, or you're fucking cheapening like the Full of Reach book, or you're cheapening the fact that Noble 6 is carrying Cortana to Chief.
Right.
I mean, it's not terrible. I don't know. I just think it's a bit.
Yeah. Because, like, granted, like, I haven't played Reach all that much.
Right.
It's been a while since I played it, but yeah, like from the couple of playthroughs that we've had of it, the story never particularly grabbed me at all, really. Which is
I am
saying
doing
a lot for a
fucking
Halo
awful.
game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like out of all of them, I found it like almost as though it's like one of the sort of slightly harder to follow.
Right.
Yeah, at least for me not being as much, well, being a fan of Halo, but not quite as much as yourself.
Well, put it this way. Do you want to know how many times Reach was mentioned in dialogue in the original trilogy?
Oh, now you got me thinking. Like, it was definitely mentioned in Halo 1.
Yes.
I'm 99% sure. Yeah.
Though it wasn't said by name. But yeah, they
Right,
mentioned that they escaped they escaped you know, they jumped into slip space or whatever.
Right, yeah.
So yeah,
like,
that's one point where it's mentioned but not by name. Lord Admiral Hood in Halo 2 mentions Reach by name, but when he's surprised by a fleet that is attacking Earth being so small. So he says, this doesn't make sense. The fleet that attacked Earth was 50 times this size. I probably bungled the quote a little bit, but it was more or less on those lines. And then the third time is when Arbiter is, having to explain himself for the loss of Installation 04, where he said, he's talking about, we burned their planet before they left. Like, those are the only mentions of Reach.
Ah, right.
So there's only like and none of the characters in Noble Team existed before that game was written.
Aha, right.
Which is fine, but yeah, maybe some. I think maybe some like groundwork that could have been improved, but it's not terrible. And Badger says I haven't read any of the books, which is fair. This is completely fair. I'm a bit of a Halo lore, not an expert. I haven't read all the books. I don't know everything off by heart. I'm a bit, and it's not perfect anyway. Like the continuity is not perfect anyway, but I just think some of the things in Reach could have been better. But it's still a good game. I'd still happily play it again if if I felt like it.
Oh hell yeah.
I am really doing fucking awful tonight. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
Well,
maybe partly because I'm a bit gone to this. I bought
Right,
up Halo,
right, yeah.
and now that's the only thing my brain wants to think about. I want to play fucking Halo
yes.
again.
Yes, some asshole that decided to guest on your stream just.
Well,
decided,
no,
like,
I
"Oh, yeah,
mentioned
let's talk
Halo
about
first. Because
Oh,
of
right,
the fucking linear mission reminding me of 4.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I brought up Reach. Like how Reach actually had an amazing example of how to do a sort of
Oh, yes.
vehicle section with like a very fast maneuvering space fighters. And now we're just talking about Reach in general.
Right.
There. I think Reach could have probably been improved, but it's still a very good game. I'd happily play it again.
Yeah.
Do.
Like, I would say it's probably the weakest game that Bungie themselves developed, but it's still a very solid game.
But anyway, I kind of want to go back to the question you asked before, which is what my favorite Halo game is. Because I didn't fully get to what I was going for with like Halo 3's story being the weakest in a lot of ways, which it is. It just is.
Right, yeah.
Halo 1's story was very simple. It didn't explore a lot of the things too much. It's like which worked to its benefit because there was less things to fuck up. It wasn't a bad story. It wasn't overly simple.
No.
It didn't treat you as an idiot. It just didn't fucking go into detail on like who the Covenant was and how they worked, and you know, like there wasn't any rebellions in the fucking Covenant or any of that thing like that. It was just straightforward, like you are a member of the UNSC, you're trying to survive, and you are trying to make sure you do not get captured with this artificial intelligence that can lead these genocidal aliens back to Earth. And then, you know, there's that's the starter premise, and then you land on the ring world, and then there's the flood, and Guilty Spark tricking you. Like, there's still plenty of intrigue and all this stuff. It's not a bad story. It's actually a pretty good story. It kept things simple, so there's less things to fuck up.
Yeah, it's kind of the Star Wars: A New Hope of Halo. Like, the story is relatively simple, but it leaves... One, the story itself is very well written, and two, it leaves enough detail for, say, like, the sequels to expand upon.
Yeah.
Which they absolutely did.
2 has by far the best story.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not even fucking close. It's not just coolest factor. There's just like plenty of like just intrigue. It goes into like all the details about what's happening in the Covenant, and there is some criticisms that can be made, like specifically the Gravemind fucking being able to just send you like to completely different spots, like teleport you. That was a bit bullshit.
Yeah.
Because if you could do that, that's really fucking overpowered. I think they kind of fucked themselves when they and this was brought up in what 1 first, where they mentioned that you can teleport around the rings, like there's a teleportation network.
Right.
Because it means that there is no reason these characters wouldn't be using it to their benefit.
Oh yeah, because that would be extraordinary. Just being, yeah.
Like in 1, it's not much of a problem because Cortana only figures out how to do it at the tail end, and by that point there's no real there's not many advantages you can glean from it.
Right.
It involves a lot of calculations. You can't do it on the fly.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you kind of can, but you can't just like, okay, I want to teleport here now, go now, with a sort of thing.
Right, yeah. But I've heard the holdo maneuver is pretty useful.
Ow. Fuck.
Sorry.
No, maybe doing the stream so late was a bad
very
idea.
good example of the opposite being the case. You know, it's being really, really shit.
Yeah,
Yes. Anyway.
probably use the shield for more. I'm trying to remember all the fucking mechanics in this game. Right. So that thing's like armored. So, but the guy, the thing riding it is not.
Ah, right.
Which is something I sort of noticed before, but didn't fully like pay attention to because I'd rather talk about Halo.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, Halo 2's story has the best, like, well, it's the best. And there's a lot of things I like about Halo 2's like gameplay. Halo 2's a very fun game to play, but its balancing on Legendary is fucking abysmal. And everyone knows. But it's almost redundant to bring it up. And there's a lot of it's a very on rails game for a lot of it because
Okay.
I think it's mainly because Bungie was sort of forced to remake their game in 1 year,
Right. Yeah.
and with the well, the sort of deadlines they were under and the sort of performance limitations they were in, they needed to make these maps not as sort of open as CE's were. And CE is it's a linear game. There is only one mission in CE that is open world, like, well, not open world, but non-linear.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it feels less linear just because of how big the maps were and how many routes you could take.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose also like the design of the worlds kind of helped with that as well.
Yeah.
Because, well, like, the two locations, well, one location, say, for Halo 1 and Halo 2 that sort of immediately springs to mind when I think of either game. It's like, okay, with Halo 1, it's obviously like the ring world. Like the first time that you land on it and that you're able to essentially like go off and
Yeah.
essentially take a like sort of beach section, right?
Yeah.
That's the first sort of level that springs to mind when I think of Halo 1.
Yeah.
Halo 2, on the other hand, I'm thinking like the
Altman
forget what
Buster.
city. Yes, that's it exactly.
Well,
So
Altman
it's all
Buster.
very-
Altman Buster, yeah.
Well, yeah, but either or really, but yeah. So it's a city, so very tight, narrow corridors. Sort of you have wide-ish sections, but like they're not exactly grand expanses like the ring world.
Yeah.
It's yeah, very much more tight and compact compared to Halo 1's relative openness.
Right.
Yeah. Which in fairness works for either game.
Yeah. And the linear stuff isn't bad. It's just that I think
no, not at all.
Halo 2 could have done with more of an open feeling like 1. But
Right.
the thing is with 2 is of all the missions, I'm not going to get an exact count because because some missions are split into 2 when like it's in the same location and stuff like that. So I forget which order and all that shit. But you're really only on the ring, like outside,
Yeah.
in 2 missions, and you're playing as Arbiter.
Right. Yeah.
Chief doesn't like. Well, okay, no, scratch that. No, Chief. There is missions with Chief on the ring as well, but he's not on the ring that much. You know, compared to Halo 1, where the entire game takes place on the ring, right?
Right.
Everything
right,
after
yeah.
Pillar of Autumn, Chief is on the ring until he gets off, and
Yeah.
all of that. Well, it's not. Whatever the first mission is it's the last mission. It's called Pillar of Autumn. Whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, it's called the Fuck me, my brain's not braining right. Whatever. Yeah. First mission 1 is the only one that you're not on the ring. In Halo 2, being on the ring, most of the time you're playing as Arbiter, and most of the time it's indoors.
Right.
You know, a lot of the other missions, like the old and New Mombasa and High Charity. What are some other like sort of places that you visit? Like, I mean, no, it is mainly just High Charity and New Mombasa, which are fantastic missions and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but you're not on the ring that much, and when you are on the ring, well, you're not on the ring and on the surface much. And when you are, it's still very boxed in and linear, where 3 just did, and I think in a large part is because they had, you know, it's the Xbox 360. They had so much more resources to work with than they did with 2.
Yeah.
But you get these giant, like, maps that just never, you know, it feels like you're actually, like, in a battle campaign.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I think 3 definitely had the best maps, and it's not even close. I know I've been rambling about Halo during Doom playthrough. I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, no worries.
I got better at not talking about Halo every 5 minutes. I did. I used to be worse. Believe it or not. Arms TC will fucking tell you that I used to talk about Halo a lot more.
Hey, fantastic series where there's a lot of more.
Yeah, and there's a fantastic series where there's only 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 games in total.
Oh yeah. No more, no less.
Yeah. The last game that came out was Halo Reach in 2010.
Yeah. Yes. And nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else happened. Oh yeah, we got the Master Chief Collection as well. But that's just Halo CE Reach 2 and 3 and ODST, right? There's not. I'm not missing any games, am I?
No. I don't think so. No. Well, you're not missing anything relevant, at least.
4 pisses me off. Yeah. Because they didn't need to fuck it up. And they fucked it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I remember, like, I only ever played Halo 4 once when it was on discount for, like, the original Xbox. Not the original, sorry.
The
You know what I
360.
mean? The Xbox. No,
It would have been 360. It came out on the
okay.
360, like at the tail end of the 360's lifespan.
oh, okay. Was it like re-released for Xbox One?
It was part of the Master Chief Collection Xbox One, but I think it's also backwards compatible through.
Oh, okay. So I must have played it through like the backwards compatible because.
Well, I think it's backwards compatible. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Right.
The original version of Halo 3 is, and so is Reach.
Yeah, because like, I remember playing that, and okay, at the time, my only experience with Halo was with Halo 3 and ODST. Because just
You were spoiled.
oh yeah. Like I was I had a 360 at the time, and those were just the only Halo games I bothered with, really, which is a shame, I know, because like Halo 1 and 2 are masterpieces. Trust me. For somebody who has never played a Halo game before at all, 3 and ODST are just mwah. Yeah, but even with me, my relatively, well, far less experience with Halo, going into Halo 4 for the first time, it's just like, why is it so different? Like every single aspect of it is just different for seemingly no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think that's the
just why?
biggest problem most people have with it is,
Right.
it's change for the sake of change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Even if you don't really care that they retcon the Foreigners, it's like, well, whatever. They never outright said it. Even though they kind of did, but let's just ignore that for the moment. They never outright said the Foreigners were human. They didn't really develop it much beyond like a couple lines of dialogue. We want to do more with these concepts. Whatever, fine. They didn't need to fucking change everything else, though.
Right, exactly.
It very much feels like they made changes and then came up with like they wanted to do these changes and then came up with justifications of how they were going to work after the fact, which I know is how a lot of things work, but you don't want that to be the fault. You would want to like somewhat like not make it so obvious. There we go. Fucking finally, I killed the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am stupid. And bad and stupid and bad. And is that a super shotgun? Yes, it is. Why is it like so stubby? I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it feels weird. The reload's cool. Okay, this is more like it.
Hey, all right, nice. This way to... Aha, there we go.
So how's chat? Have you all abandoned me because I got a bit too passionate about my Halotisms? Hi, old guy. How you doing?
Hello, mate. How's it going, the old China?
You're all right. You're not dead. You didn't die of boredom.
Nice.
That's good to hear.
But yes, speaking of going into autistic detail about Series A absolutely.
I smell a Silent Hill topic coming up.
Indeed you do.
Oh
right.
no.
Okay, so I have been looking into sort of like making of documentaries about the series as a whole.
Yeah.
And I learned a fact about Silent Hill 3 that I never knew before. Speaking of Halo 2, where they had like a very short sort of deadline to meet to...
Yes, 7 months to basically remake
Yeah.
their game from scratch because their engine, well, not scratch, but the engine they were trying to work on didn't work out, so they had to remake their game basically. Yeah,
Right,
sorry.
yeah. Oh, no, you're right, no worries. Well, with Silent Hill games with Konami at the time, they had a roughly sort of rough development time of
I see how
about...
this works now. That's so fucking gay. I finally get it now. Why the fuck is it like that?
We may never know. We never developed the game, so... Yes. The development time on pretty much all of the Silent Hill games is roughly about 2 years, we would say.
Right.
Which seems really fucking short nowadays, because it's usually like 4 plus, right? But that was about standard for the time, at least for...
Well, that was before everyone decided that it's better to be in development hell for everything.
Right. Exactly, yeah. But with Silent Hill 3, they actually spent the majority of the development time essentially creating, was it like a light gun shooter game that you would come across in like arcades and all that sort of shit, where you pick up like the gun and you actually sort of fire at the screen, and that's, you know, like House of the Dead or something.
Right.
But at the 11th hour, they decided, no, this is just not Silent Hill at all, really, because it is just so radically different.
Right.
Way too much different. The trouble is, though, they had 4 months left of development
Fucking hell.
for a new sequel. They fucking did it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally staying up all hours, like meticulously developing absolutely everything about the game
Yep.
from scratch in 4 months.
Again, but parallels to like Halo 2, there was like
Right.
people sleeping in the office and all this, trying to get the fucking game finished in time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And funny enough, speaking of comparisons with Halo 2, like how that probably played into the fact like how Halo 2 seemed to be fairly linear, especially compared to like...
Well, I did mention.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like,
Why did
I
OBS
mentioned
refresh?
earlier.
Are we still here, chat?
You're still streaming here?
Okay.
Oh, there's a little bit of a flux. Like,
Yeah, like OBS just like refreshed.
Right, yeah, but we're still here.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. But, yeah. But speaking of, like, I suppose, like, the shorter development time kind of influenced how kind of linear Halo 2 was
Yes.
in comparison to 1. Basically exactly the same with Silent Hill 3, where it's like, went from, say, Silent Hill 2, where you had, like, it was still a linear game, but you had, like, fairly, like, wide open spaces. Sort of a lot of places to kind of explore around.
Right.
Silent Hill 3, yeah, very, very linear. Like, but that played into, like, the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the character you play, Heaven, is the whole sort of theme with her is that she essentially is doomed. Like, regardless of what she does, regardless of where she tries to go, there's only the one path that she has to go with.
Right.
And it's sort of like an inevitability. Yeah, and so So that sort of like the short development time, making it really, really ball-aching linear, actually helped like thematically with the story that they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. So it even with
that
an
makes sense.
extraordinarily short amount of development time, they were still able to like work like their artistic magic with it. Like devs back in the day were just a completely
Yeah.
like Halo, like Bungie with Halo back in the day, or Team Silent with Silent Hill, the Silent Hill series, like just a shads, honestly.
Oh fuck. Fat fuck. Fat fuck alert.
Oh no. Eddie, why are you here? You're in the wrong game. Oh, so yes, yeah, if you haven't noticed, with Blue, he's very, very autistic when it comes to Halo. I'm exactly the same for Silent Hill. Together we form a mighty faggot of autism.
Wow. But yeah, ferrets are indeed gorgeous. Goobers.
They are indeed.
Okay, thanks. I don't know what else that one could be.
Well, but I agree, ferrets are absolutely. Absolutely being over goobers, but they're good.
Yeah, it's funny. I'd never seen like meatballs referred to as faggots outside of the internet. Until very recently when I was in Wales.
Yes.
And in the kitchen, it was like he was on the well, not on the kitchen, but you know, in the fucking diner being served food or whatever.
Right.
And it was just on one of the menus. It's like, oh, faggots of whatever. It's like, oh, okay.
Yep. Oh yeah. Traditionally a Welsh dish.
Yeah.
Along with Welsh cakes, which are off. But faggots, they are the thing that you can find in like most places up and down the UK, but
probably, but I don't go out of my way to look for it, and I just spotted it like reading stuff around and it's like, oh, there we go.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, very traditional Welsh / border with Wales kind of dish. Yeah. And the memes aside, they're actually not bad. They're not bad. It's kind of like a rich kind of spaghetti meatballs. Well, they're a very instead of like a bolognese sauce, you have like a kind of like a gravy.
Oh. Fucking thing. Okay, well, at least it's got a proper glory kill there. Thank you. Oh, it's my dragon thing. Fly my dragon thing.
Go, my pretties with machine guns. Kill.
Kill everything that moves. kill them all.
Indeed. And you can tell that they've been.
Mark the engines on the hell ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very much. Why am I doing it's not Rohan. I was a fan of Lord of the Rings. Why am I
Yeah, and season 6 is your favorite.
Oh well, naturally.
I was expecting a fuck off.
I mean,
You didn't give me the reaction I wanted. How dare?
I know. I'm sorry.
I wanted vitriol and hatred. I got nothing.
It's growing though. That's the thing. It's growing. Oh man. What the fuck did they do to that show? like, okay, with the Amazon Prime TV show that they did thing, I get it. They have license for the name, but they don't have license for like specific stories. It was a weird kind of setup that they had.
Right.
When they initially bought it. That obviously restricted the kind of stories that they were able to tell. Like, okay, fair enough. You know, you probably would have to do something at least a little bit different.
Right.
What the fuck was that you gave us? Like, what the what? What? Like, all of a sudden, Galadriel, like one of the most kind of the particular word I'm thinking. Almost like a mystic kind of. Almost a bit like sort of calming presence. Not the sort of character you would expect to be an extremely annoying girl boss.
Right.
That just is perpetually angry at everything for no apparent reason.
Die, you flying fuckwit.
Oh yeah, and taking down an ice troll single-handedly.
Oh.
Naturally.
OBS refreshed again. No reason.
Oh.
I really need to just fucking... I think I need to just clean the sales, like my OBS install again.
Ah, yeah.
This happens every stream. It's just random it refreshes or it crashes or what have you, and it's not good. Not good at all.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, though, that is absolutely...
Mark the engines on the hell ship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get you cut off. What?
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just saying, like, speaking of Lord of the Rings, though, that is absolutely...
Yes.
Yes. Oh. Yes. Lord of the Rings Extended is just like, oh yeah, I'm in it for the long run. I'm just gonna grab shit tons of like pints alcohol. And bag of Doritos are just like, yes. An all-nighter on Lord of the Rings, yes.
That was risky, but it paid off.
If it paid off, it was entirely intentional.
Weapon acquired.
Edo.
Sign of who cares? Because that hasn't bitten me in the ass before, just not reading the thing.
Well.
But I'll forget it anyway.
Oh, it's a plasma cannon. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so you and Will are already just not happy. Yeah, it's not entirely the way I wanted it to. Because I'm stupid, because it's not actually a very difficult area. Half of them just get killed if you actually just focus on the enemies with shields.
right.
Fuck off. Thank you for the armor. Right, how many more of these fucking things do I need to destroy? Another one more, apparently. They're 4 kilometers away. Eagle screech. What the fuck is a kilometer?
Right.
Roughly 100.
M17
Americans will use anything but the metric system, even if it is to tell the metric system.
Right. How did that show?
Oh, I have to destroy these turret things.
Because he even hasn't died in the world for it.
I mean, Imperial is our system. It literally is our system.
Exactly. Yes. Feet, inches, and miles is like yes.
I don't know. I do carpentry with a European father.
Well.
I kind of live and die by measuring.
The engine's on the hell ship.
I mean, in fairness, like it is a lot more. Well, it's a lot more precise, I suppose.
Well, the thing is with metric is its biggest strength is the fact that all the units they're intense and they all work together.
Right.
Like, you know, liters work with volume, weight, like different weight works with like newtons and stuff. Like it all fits quite nicely together.
Right.
So that's why it's so useful and sort of like scientific and other things. But then, as far as actual measurements go, millimeters and centimeters far fucking easier to work with than fucking inches and feet.
Yeah.
Even if a lot of the some of the stuff is sort of designed around feet and is converted to metric, though.
Yeah.
In fairness.
Yeah. Like, a lot of building materials tend to swap and change between the two.
Yeah. It's good to know both, and I think both have their own merits. I don't think it's a lie when people say that sort of inches, feet, and miles and other sort of you know, imperial like sort of measurement. Fuck, there we go. OBS crashed because of course it did. I started saying good things about Imperial, and the YouTube police decided that was heresy.
Yes. Yeah, YouTube was like, I'll have you find that's against the ECHR of Europe.
Why the fuck didn't he die like the last like 5 shield throws? Yeah. There is merit to like inches and feet and whatever being more whatever, but to be fair, if you've only grown up on metric, you're probably gonna say the same thing about metric.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because that was the initial problem that I had when I very first started working in the building trade.
Yeah.
Because me being a millennial, I grew up with the metric system. That's the system that you just taught in school.
Yeah.
But as soon as I started working with my uncle, who is a very old school builder, has basically been in the building trade since like 1969.
Yeah.
He's very much feet and inches guy. And the very first time I started working with him, he wanted, I think it was a bit of timber cut to like something specific, but it was like not just in feet, not just in inches, but in like he wanted like an extra eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, how the fuck do I measure an eighth of a fucking inch? Because it's not marked on like tape measure or anything like anything like that. It's like, no, you literally have to look at a tape measure, see where the marks are, and just sort of figure it out. It's like, okay, two
Fractions.
2/16. Yeah, fractions. Like 2/16 are an eighth. 2/8 or a quarter. It's yeah. Go
It's a bit archaic.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like after like 4 or 5 years of doing that, though, it's like just natural to me. But at the same time, it's like initially that was a balling.
It's funny because like with my dad, even though you know he's not as old as your uncle, but he's He's in a similar fucking age demographic and whatever. Because he's European, and it wasn't. It wasn't even like building wasn't even original thing. He was originally mechanics. The boats.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
But by the way, like he lives and dies by metric. It was even for the longest time. It's changed now, but on his sat nav, it had a little speedometer on it, and it was in kilometers per hour. I don't think it mattered. I don't think you look at the fucking speedometer on your car. You don't look at the speedometer on the sat nav, but so I found it like interesting. Oh, that's in kilometers. Okay.
Olga Gamer in the chat is I was part of a pilot program for 5th graders back in the early to mid 70s for the metric.
Huh.
And speaking of learning metric, though, like, even though it was a bit of a ball ache for me to learn Imperial, for my uncle to try to learn metric back in the day was even more of a pain in the ass for him. It's like, it started off like, I think to be honest, it was probably the way that they were initially
Balin,
trying
move into position.
teach him.
Yeah, because
Like it took a while.
it shouldn't
for
be
to
that
be,
hard, really. Like beyond just
Right.
getting used to it, it shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Yeah.
The thing with metric is it's stupid simple with how everything sort of works together. How do you fuck it up?
Right. Yeah.
Like once you memorize like sort of what goes into what, and then have like a visual conceptualization of what each thing is, it shouldn't be that hard. So I'm guessing they must have really fucked up then.
Yes, I think because like obviously he wasn't used to metric at all because it just wasn't the standard when he initially started.
Right.
But then as soon as they tried to teach him about it, the guys who were trying to sort of teach it weren't all that clued up on how it worked either.
Oh, for
Right?
fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So I think part of it was like the terminology that they used. Because the way that my uncle, it's weird. Like the way my uncle describes how they were trying to teach it is millimeters was like he was told that they were cent. Like that was the terminology for a millimeter was a cent. Like right, okay. So, but then they changed the terminology again later for like centimeter. And so it's like, oh, okay, so it's exactly the same, right? No.
Yeah.
A centimeter is like 100 centers. So it's just like, oh, wait, so the way that you were trying to teach me initially is just wrong? Like, yes.
I think they were trying to follow the.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If there was like centers was like all picking terminology for metric. It sounds like they were trying to follow the naming convention of like, kilometers, centimeters, meters.
Right.
How they all sort of work together.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, long story short, like, they just completely botched like, the terminology and the way they were trying to teach it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my uncle just thought, you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna stick to Imperial.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like he understands it, and it was never an issue up until that point. So it's just like.
I've really not had to do fucking anything with the inches so far.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, nowadays it's like it's pretty rare unless you come across like a really old school, an old school builder who also happens to be English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an American that made a really poor life choice.
Or, well, yeah.
Why the fuck did you come here? Go home.
Exactly, yeah.
Go home and be a family man.
Yes.
You use metric all the time. Yeah, I mean, the meme is that the Americans like will use anything with a metric system or whatever, but it depending on like what you're doing and how you just do it. Like metrics used all the time in the States. It's just you guys also use Imperial, which is the same for us. We're a mixed metric Imperial like country. Oh, for guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. But then, to be fair though, alongside 9mm, 5.6, then you also have like support caliber and all that sort of shit. So even with that, it's a mixture.
Yeah. To be fair, gun fucking naming is a fucking mess.
It is dead, yeah, not gonna lie. Like 9mm, 10mm, that sort of thing, like I can understand because yeah, that's metric. But then once it gets into calibers, it's like what the like I understand it because I'm into action movies, but at the same time, it's just like, why is that the way it is?
And then you have like sort of legacy stuff from like cannons and all that with specifically how the British Army would label like artillery and cannon things, where it would be a pounder and it would be the actual weight of the round fired. So like the Churchills, for example, it was the well, fuck it, not even the Churchill things. Let's go back to the Mark 1. It was really like, what was it, like 56mm, or like something around that. That was the diameter of the actual, guns.
Right, yeah.
But it's called a 6-pounder because the round weight 6 pounds. And then you get all sorts, like you got the 2-pounder, and then a different version of the 6-pounder, and you have the 17-pounder, and all this shit is very archaic.
Yeah.
Because like the 2-pounder was probably one of the, well, it wasn't probably, it was one of the best anti-tank guns at the start of World War II. In fact, the best. It doesn't sound like it, but it's a fucking 2-pounder. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but like, but what I'm trying to say is like, even with guns and like the standards or like ammunition, like, there's a variance between metric and imperial. It's that. No matter where you go in like America or England, it's like, yeah, there is always going to be a mixture.
Fucking OBS keeps like refreshing.
Oh yeah.
This is really fucking gay, and I'm dead again. Yeah, I might call it.
Okay,
it is almost 11 o'clock anyway, and OBS keeps misbehaving, and I'm doing awfully. So yeah. Oh, so I'll end the game. We could just be just chatting for a little bit if you want.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Yeah. Measurements are fun.
Indeed, they are. Yes. Are we still live?
Yeah, we are. Still.
Yeah.
I'm being covered by chat. You move over there.
Hi.
Oh boy. Sorry for my awful fucking gameplay. Tomorrow, if I stream, which it'd be after Will if he streams tomorrow,
Indeed.
I'll try not to suck so much.
He would be try, but yes,
Yeah, no.
we'll be right behind you.
Oh, but
Confidence in you, Blue.
yeah, because someone has to.
Right, exactly. And it may as well be me because I'm here. I guess.
I guess.
I guess.
Your awful gameplay is part of the charm. Well, fair enough.
To be fair, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I need to lie down, but before I do so, Shadow, is there anything you would like to shill?
Okie dokie. Well, as always, you can feel free to follow me on Twitter or on my YouTube channel. I'm starting to consistently now, which is a surprise.
Yeah, I didn't know how
streaming
the
on my
fuck
YouTube
that
channel.
happened.
Fuck knows. I have no idea. I'm doing something consistently. It's like, wow. So this is what adulting feels like, right? But yeah, over on my YouTube channel, stream every single week. So far I've been playing through Silent Hill 2, but I do have plans to, branch off into like other entries in the series and also into other game series entirely. And also, still in the process of writing my first novella, which is I'm really liking how it's all being sort of planned and set up at the moment everywhere. Yes,
Very nice.
yes, but as and when that is completed / published, perhaps I shall absolutely be posting it on my Twitter, sending it out to all you guys. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Big things happening. Yes.
Well,
Really
thanks.
cool. Yes. But what about you, Blue?
Not a lot. Gonna try and stream more this week if I can. If
Yeah.
Cryptic, I'm still live.
Just before you.
Yeah, before you say anything, you fucker.
Be aware.
But yeah, if I can, if I'm not exhausted or in extreme amounts of pain, I'll after work I'll try and do some more streams this week, and then the Minions Sunday as always. So I'll show up this time.
Yes.
You got anything to show, Cryptic? Because you decided to fucking like sneak in at the very end.
Yes. This man is a menace to society. Somebody should arrest him.
Which one?
That's it. You know who.
Well.
I guess we do. Anyway, goodbye, everyone. Take care.
All right, toodle pip.